I was 18 years old and I was told by a lot of Christians you have to share the gospel, otherwise you don't have any faith, or at least you're not a good Christian. And that had me a bit worried at 18 years old as I sat in my bedroom, because I had never explicitly shared my faith with another person. I knew scripture decently well, but I didn't know what to say. And whether or not this was true, I felt like if I shared a cookie cutter version of the gospel, it would make me feel salesy or like I'm a vendor at a mall or something. One way or another, I'm sitting there in my room and something happened. So I'm in my room, I get down on my knees and pray. Okay, God, I think it's a good thing for me to share, but I don't know what to say and I don't know who to share it to. I feel at peace and content and I want other people to have that, but I need you to spell it out for me because I have no idea what to do or when to do it. The very next day, I'm riding home from practice with a coach of mine. This man, unprompted, starts to ask me questions about my faith and says that he's been trying to find God recently. This was such a quick answer to prayer. I literally wrote down in my journal this instance. And from this day forward, every time I would have a specific answer to prayer, I would write it down in my journal. And I think you'd be surprised to see how long and specific this list is. Anyways, I got a chance to share my relationship with God with another person. But my question is this: why would you share something with another person if you haven't first experienced it yourself? I think that's why sometimes people might seem insincere when they're trying to share the gospel or Jesus. If you haven't experienced the good thing for yourself, then why are you sharing? Now, maybe there's still a place for that. But when I think about Jesus being the vine and us being the branches, we can only produce good fruit if we're connected to the vine. And at least in my experience, prayer is a good opportunity to connect ourselves to the vine. It nourishes our relationship with God. And I think a lot of times it's the starting place for good fruit in our life. And if you don't believe in any of this stuff I'm sharing, I don't blame you. But the reason I keep talking about this stuff is because there is nothing I've found that is more fulfilling than a relationship with the one who has created me. And I feel like if I don't share that with you guys, then everything else I'm doing would be a waste. But for those of you who do believe in Jesus, if you find it difficult to share with other people, pray about it. Talk to God. Say, God, if you want to use me to share with another person, then by all means, I'm ready and willing. As always, I'm Coach Rack. Let's grow.